Hi, and welcome to Finextra at Cybos TV. And today we're speaking to Björn Flismark of SEB and also of the Euro Bankers Association. And we're going to be talking about Sepa, the single Euro payments area. So the new EU regulation will set mandatory end dates for today's national payment schemes across the European Union. So by when will the migration to the Sepa instruments have to be concluded?
Okay. It's a bit difficult to respond to the question because the regulation has not been passed yet. But the anticipation, the proposal is that there will be two end dates, one for credit transfers in 2013 and one for direct debit in 2014. However, there is a possibility that there could be one end date, but we have to wait a few months before we get that response.
Yeah, it seems like, we've been talking about end dates for SEPA for so long. But aren't sort of end dates for credit transfers the priority?
I think it is, because momentum has already started. People are moving to SEPA credit transfers in a number of countries. Finland has already set their own end date and Luxembourg has migrated totally. So there is good progress there, and I think by having separate end dates, this momentum will not be lost. People will feel the urgency to move.
So while a number of details around the regulation are still under discussion, what would you say are the major implications that payment service providers should already be aware of?
Well, PSPs, payment service providers, will obviously have a lot of change to make. The most obvious one is that they will stop using domestic payment services. The legacy payment types that we have today, they will completely disappear. And every payment will be made as a SEPA payment eventually. And that is a big change. And I think that banks will be struggling to meet the deadline, actually, because it is quite a tight timetable that we're looking at, even if we only have one end date. If we have two, it's a very, very tight timetable.
So whenever we talk about regulations or mandates, often the issue of education and communication comes up. So what is the EBA doing to support financial institutions to educate them about the regulations?
Well, we have been doing quite a lot in the past by issuing different guidelines on SEPA and on PSD, which is also linked to SEPA in a big way. And what we are planning now is to continue that and issue advice on the regulation, what impact it will have and how banks should be preparing for that. And we intend to do that rather shortly.